Good morning, everybody. Toby Cameron again, Cameron's Guide Service right here on Douglas Lake this morning. Ain't been on the water much at all, but it's fixing to heat up for us. Water temperature's getting down lower. It's 77 degrees this morning. And let's see if we can find a few of these suspended crappie out here. What I'm using today is a small paddle tail swim baits, Kitech, 2.5 inch swing impact on an eighth ounce head. What we'll do is we'll try to find some fish and see if we can find some suspended and get some catches on video. I don't know if my shadow and everything's going to be to where you can see pretty good. I've got the sun directly to my back. I'll try to get turned here in a minute. Fish are still kind of scattered. But they're starting to move up a little more in the water column. See, now right there's 3 fish, but them don't look like crappie. They're bass or something. They're moving way too much. But I'm just on the trolling motor searching. Just searching and looking. All this stuff down here, that's all shad, and that's shad, that's shad. It could be them some bubbles, that's water clutter. So your main thing is getting to where you can learn to read your electronics. See, now right here, if that's crappie, they're small. It could be a big school of bluegill, or it could be a school of bait fish, but if they're crappie, they're little. So we're not even going to throw at them. It's a beautiful morning out here on Douglas. The sun's getting up. It's pretty bright. It's going to be a bright blue sky day. I just now pulled up on this spot. I caught one fish back there just as soon as I got here, and I thought, well, this will be a place where we can pick up a few, do some videoing. Now right here, get slowed down. That might be one right there. I'm gonna throw the brakes on, get the boat slowed down, and let's see what we can do with it. Find it again. He's right in here. He's 40 foot from the front of the boat. Get lined up. Let's see what we can do. Here comes my bait down. The fish is right in here. I may be off just a little. Kind of in the old ghost tree there. So he's still sitting right in there. I'm fixing to come right across the top of him. He's off to the side just a little, so let's pitch back out and see if he don't run down. He looks like he's gonna go deeper. I don't know if I can get that 1/8 ounce down there to him quick enough or not. He ain't but about 10 foot in front of the boat now. 20 foot deep. See, now when you can see that arc of your line, it's as bright as the fish, and you're coming down, you're about as good a line as you can get. But now he's gonna be under the boat. I'm not gonna be able to get. Yeah, I did get him. He did come up and get it. Oh, look here. Yeah, he shot up and I'm like, oh, come here. Yeah, he shot up and there and got that. That's a pound and a half fish there. That's a pretty good white crappie for Douglas Lake right there. Yeah, that's a good fish. Boy, he thumped that thing too. He come over and got it. See, and I got a good hook set too. It's them sickle hooks. They'll stick them. They'll hold them. When you get it come through the top of that roof of that mouth like that and pop out, they ain't going nowhere. But just a little paddle tail Kitech swing impact on a white head. You can get them all up at Tom's Sporting Goods. Right there, that's a pretty good fish. I'm gonna put it in a live well for just a little while, take some pictures, and then I'll be right back. But that's all I'm doing, is just pitching on these fish and bringing it right across the top of their head. He come over and he probably run 10 foot to get it. So they're still somewhat pretty aggressive. Let's see if we can find them. Right. I don't know what that right there is. I thought he was a pretty good looking mark, but it seemed like it got long there once when it turned. Usually them crappie won't be as defined on the screen. They'll look kind of like a football. I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I keep looking at him. We ain't gonna never know till we throw at him and see. He's moving like a bass. There's another fish right there with it. We ain't gonna know till we see. Let's just see. I may be off a little bit, but my bait's coming down right there, and the fish right there in that ghost tree area. That's the only thing I don't like about live sonar. Everything I've used Garmin, I've used Lowrance, and they both have it. And one ain't as bad as the other. I like Lowrance better than Garmin, but that's just my personal opinion. But I'll use either one. He shot straight to the bottom, that one did. So we'll just have to keep looking. See if we can find us another one. Now I've got my trolling motor turned up on 8, which that's pretty fast. Now right there's a mark coming in. We'll try to keep up with it and see what it does. It's out there 60 feet from the boat, 65. 60. I'm gonna line up with it and see. I threw just a little short, but by the time that bait gets down there, I might be close enough. No, I ain't. I was too short, so I'm gonna try it one more time. Now, best thing when you can get, if you can get your cast past them, but see how that fish is just sitting just like a round dot? That's usually what a crappie looks like. So let's see, I may be off just a little bit. I may have to do it again. My bait's coming, but I ain't near as lined up with it as I'd like to be. I didn't get its attention. about floated bite. And now it's moving some. There's two fish there now. The bait's falling right there. And now there's three. Something shot up there. He got it too. Let's see what this is. Another good crappie. That's another good one. See, and they're hitting that contact pretty good. It's a swing impact. It's a 2.5 inch on an 1/8 ounce head. That's a pretty good fish. I'm going to show you something else here. Let me get it out and I'll show you. Now, if you're gonna keep fish for pictures, or you're gonna turn them loose, you're just keeping them for a brief period, or if you're in a tournament, here's a tip: buy you some fin weights. What that does is that puts that fish, when you put him in a live well, it'll keep him setting straight up. As long as he sets up like this, he'll stay alive. It'll keep his gills good and red, and he'll stay alive in your live well. If they get to laying up on their side or turned upside down, they'll die. Them fin weights, they're cheap. You can buy them a dozen in a pack, or 7 or 8. You can get them on Amazon or about anywhere. I got mine at Tom's Sporting Goods. But it makes a difference if you're gonna just keep them for a little while to take pictures with or whatever. Take care of them. If you're not gonna take them home and eat them, take care of them best you can, because that puts a lot of stress on them fish, and the better you can take care of them, the better off you'll be. But I've got 3 fish in there right now I'm gonna take pictures of, and I've got my aerator on, and I've got G-juice in the live well. I'm doing everything I can do to keep them fish good and healthy before I can turn them back loose, because I don't want to keep them, and I don't want them to die. But right here is what I'm using. It's a shad color Kitech. It's a 2.5 inch. You can get them up Tom's Sporting Goods, and it's the number 470. It's a shad color, and I'm using it on an 1/8 ounce head. Now I use screw lock heads with these Kitechs, and that way you can screw them up on there, and it keeps them up on the hook a whole lot better. Here's the way I rig them. I just put them right here, slide them up. There's a line right there on it, just pin it up, and then when you get it on there, just twist it. Just twist it up on the head and it'll stay. They won't pull it off. They may bite your tail off or tear it in two below the hook shank, but they won't pull it off of that hook. Alrighty, well, if I can get on some more fish, I'll make you another video. It's about 15 minutes since I caught 2 fish. And beautiful day out here. Like I said, water temperature is 77 degrees. It's fixing to turn on. But we're going to see if we can find a few more fish. If I can get into a bunch of fish, well, I'll make you another video. God bless everybody. Tight Lines, Toby Cameron, Cameron's Guide Service, 865-388-1215. If you need anything, holler. We're out here on Douglas Lake this morning, trying to catch some of these big white crappies, suspended crappie. Have a good day, and God bless y'all.